Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. Got an important video for you guys today, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright, this week's video is going to be a little bit different. I normally do the weekly YouTuber update this week, but with the holiday weekend and stuff, I didn't want to spend too much time on making videos this weekend because I'm trying to enjoy time with my family. But I did want to get a video out to you guys today just to let you guys know, this is the critical time in the market here. We're coming up on September 1st now. Actually, today is September 1st. So I'm recording this last night on the 31st, but it's September 1st now. The clock is ticking. We only have so many more weeks left, potentially. If history repeats itself, you only have so many more weeks left, maybe 5 to 6 weeks of best accumulation prices for the bull run left before we start taking off into this massive bull run. Now, obviously, I can't guarantee that. I don't have a crystal ball, and I can't tell you that that's for sure what's going to happen. But historically, October has been the month that started the pump for the bull run, and things just took off and got crazy from there. We now have, Bitcoin ETFs in play. We're almost to our previous all-time high, and we haven't even technically gotten into the bull run yet. If history repeats itself, we're still, in this channel with Bitcoin. We're just accumulating and accumulating and accumulating and accumulating for like the last 6 months in a row. It's building up for a massive bull run potentially here, and basically if you look at the chart for Bitcoin, I'm not going to get into that on this video, but if you look at the chart for Bitcoin over the last several months on the weekly chart, it looks like a big cup and handle forming, maybe it's a daily chart, but it looks like a big cup and handle forming on the chart. And if we take off into this bull run, we could potentially see some massive gains. There's projects out there right now that launched since March, especially some AI projects like Sharp and that are at some absolutely rock bottom lows. There's a ton of gaming projects that are absolutely at rock bottom lows. If we take off into this bull run, some of these projects are going to potentially do a 50 to 100x from the current prices without a doubt. And we had a pump earlier this year in March, and like from December through March of earlier this year, and you saw some of these newer crypto projects hit like over $1 billion fully diluted market cap that were new projects that weren't even that good. And we have some out that are better than those, with better investors, better backers, bigger YouTubers covering them. And the bull run had it wasn't even the bull run yet. If we get into the main bull run, like an actual true bull run like we have in the past, that's going to be absolutely nothing. It's going to make that chart look small compared to this big chart that could happen in this bull run. So some of these coins right now are in some absolutely life-changing money price targets. So if you're trying to get your bags packed for this bull run, you're limited on time. So I just want to stress that to you guys, and this is not financial advice, but I am adding as much as I possibly can afford to right now because I believe that we're going to take off into a bull run. Now, I could be wrong, so make sure you do your own research and your own due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a chart expert. I'm just going off what's happened in the past, and what happened in the past tells me that we are going to get a bull run coming up here, and we haven't seen anything yet. We've just seen a little small taste of a bull run earlier this year. So if things get crazy like they hopefully will, you're going to see a lot of people out there who missed the boat and are going to be really upset that they missed out on these prices. And you're going to see people like me and others who have been accumulating this entire time, ignoring the FUD, ignoring the people out there saying, oh, the bull run's already here, it's over with. I don't believe that for 1 second. I do not believe the bull run's over. Maybe I'm in denial, but my gut tells me that we haven't started the bull run yet, and I'm continuing to add as much as I can to my portfolio to get built up for this bull run. And if we take off into one like we have in the past, I'm hopefully going to see some life-changing money out of this bull run. Cross my fingers here and pray and hope that the good Lord blesses me and blesses all of you out there with life-changing money. So just kind of remember that we have a limited time left in the markets. Now, like I said, I'm adding as much as I can to my portfolio right now just because I think that, the bull run is coming, and I think that it's going to come at the end of this year and into 2025. My main goal is to cash out, as much as I can before probably April or by April of next year, and leave, maybe and I guess it depends on how the market's doing, but I definitely want to have a good chunk of my portfolio cashed out before May, before we get that summer lull and summer crash. Because typically in the past, this cycle could be different because every cycle is a little bit different. Typically in the past, we've gotten a big crash, every year just about in crypto during May, June, July, and now we're running into September, August and September now with a lull in the market. And this whole time's been really painful where, I was taking out profits earlier this year on some of my projects. I should have taken out on more of them, and I could have reinvested a lot more funds right now during this downtime. But, my thought process is to hopefully cash out a good chunk, at least 50 to 75% of my portfolio by March and April of next year, if we're in a good bull run by then, and then see what happens in May, June, July. And I might buy the dip if we get a big dip then, but I'm still gonna maybe only use 10% of my funds to buy that dip and leave the rest in my stable coins or savings account or whatever, and leave the rest ride to see what happens in the second half of 2025. And I also have these node projects. I have got a ton of node projects that are generating tokens every day for me that I'm going to continually be able to cash out throughout 2025 in this bull run, all the way up to the peak whenever that is. And I also have some ICO projects, like I said before, that I've invested in, the private round, the like the seed round in some of them, and KOL round in some of them. I'm going to be getting those projects tokens monthly as well that I'll be able to cash out. Even though I've cashed out the majority of my main portfolio, I'll still have a bunch of these other ones that I was an early investor in that I'll be able to cash out. And I do like the node projects because those allow you to, if you get in at tier 1, which is what I do, I buy them as soon as they launch, and then I'm getting the most tokens early on in those projects, and then I'm able to cash out those tokens when they launch and get my initial investment back, and usually then some, and then I'm just riding on pure profit the rest of the bull run, and even after, accumulating more tokens for the next bull run throughout the next bear cycle. So kind of keep that in mind. If you're interested in any node projects, there is one that launched just yesterday. I did a video on it yesterday. I'll leave the link at the end of this video for it if you guys are interested in that. That one is another good one, and some people say, oh, Dean, those node projects are no good or they're scams. Well, yes, there's been a few that have been scams, and those were the cheap ones that had nodes from like $100 to $250, and the teams were not doxed and stuff like that. And I should have done more due diligence before even sharing those on my channel, because a few of them have ended up to what looks like to be scams. But the majority of them are legitimate, good projects, and this one that I covered in my video yesterday is a very good project with good investors and good partnerships. And I've actually talked with the founder of that project on a video call and had asked him questions about the project. Everything's legitimate with that one, so I felt 100% comfortable sharing that on my channel with you guys, and I do feel comfortable investing in that one. So, if you're interested in any node projects, you can still get in on tier 1 on that one, and you guys can check that out. And basically, that one has some great partnerships, and their team is fantastic. They've got like 45 members working on that one, so if you're interested, check that video out. But I've got those, and I've got the ICOs that will be generating tokens for me throughout this bull cycle, regardless of if I cash out my main portfolio or not. I will be sharing with you guys, like I said, my price points and when I'm cashing out on these coins and when I think I should be taking profits out. Not for you guys to copy me, it's just to keep you guys informed as to what I'm doing, so people don't think that I'm pumping and dumping coins or whatever. I've only sold like, I don't know, maybe 5% of my total portfolio so far. Most of the coins I'm holding on to for the main bull run, because I believe we're going to get a main bull run. I did sell my Solana early on because it pumped from, when I was buying it at $14 to $18 all the way up to, like $60, $80, $100. I was cashing it out then and reinvesting it into coins like ICP and Portal and stuff like that haven't even launched yet. But the majority of my coins I haven't cashed out yet. I've just been accumulating them and adding them up for the main bull run, and I'll be cashing those out, once we start taking off, hopefully in this bull run here. But that's kind of my plans, guys. And I just want to remind you that you only have so much time left to accumulate at these prices. Once we get into a main bull run, if that happens, I can't guarantee that, but if we get into a bull run, these prices are long gone, and you will not see these prices again till maybe 2026, 2027 or so. If we get into a big bear cycle again, like we should, you may see some of these prices then. But it's going to be a long wait if that's the case for you guys who are not building up your portfolio. But like I said, do your own research, do your own due diligence. You guys can check out some of my recent videos on why I think the bull run is still coming. There's lots of reasons why I think it's still coming. We haven't hit any key metrics out there on a lot of the charts that point towards the top of the bull run. They're not even close to hitting those chart metrics. The search metrics for crypto and that are not even close to what they have been in previous bull cycles. There's lots of things out there that tell me and tell others that have been looking at this that we haven't even come close to the bull run yet. We haven't even started it yet. So hopefully that is the case. Cross our fingers on that. But just want to remind you that out there, guys, in case you're sitting on the sidelines, don't be upset that you missed out on these prices. If you had the opportunity now, and if you're waiting for a further dip, I think that's absolutely insane, but you can do what you want. Yes, we could get a dip here in the coming weeks, especially once we get into early September. Usually there is a dip, so we could have a further dip coming up in the next few weeks, but it's not guaranteed. So kind of keep that in mind as well. There are some great buys out there, and I'm continually adding, especially artificial intelligence and gaming coins to my portfolio. And if there's any good D-pin ones out there, I'd like to hear from you guys in the description below. Some D-pin coins that are, low market cap. I'm looking for some lower market cap, higher risk ones for me, for my portfolio right now, personally, just so I can throw a little bit in and hope to get some really good, profits out of those smaller investments that I'm making on those. So that's pretty much what I got for this video, guys. Like I said, don't sit on the sidelines and wait forever, because we may never see these prices again, but that's up to you and what you want to do. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. If you're not subscribed, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you're interested in learning about crypto trading and how to follow some of the big professional crypto traders out there that are successful, you guys can join my Telegram. The link is in the description below. And I've partnered up with CoinW. They've got professional traders that work for them that are giving tutorials and trading advice on how to do sniper trading and stuff like that, and copy trading and stuff for free. If you guys are interested in that, you guys can join my Telegram, and I'll get you set up for that. There's a channel in my Telegram for CoinW where you can get into the group that they've set up just for us to help you guys learn how to trade and do trade setups and stuff like that. And they have some really successful traders. Just be careful with leverage trading, that you don't go too crazy with that, because the more leverage you use, the higher the risk it is, and you can potentially lose a lot of funds if you're going too crazy with the leverage trading. So just be careful of that. But if you're interested in learning about crypto trading and want to do that, you can trade it for as little as like $30 or $50. You don't have to trade hundreds or thousands of dollars to start out with. You can start out with a small amount, which I recommend you do, and get used to it and learn how to do the trading and how everything works before you start putting in larger amounts. So that's the best way to do it, and the smartest way to do it is just start out with a little investment amount with it. So just to play around with it and get used to it. So you guys can check that out. It's through my Telegram. It's absolutely free. The link is in the description below. If you're interested in joining my Patreon Discord, the link for that is in the description below. I share all of my trades immediately on there with my Discord members and let them know about stuff ahead of time as well. So you guys can check that out. But like I said, guys, that's all I've got for this video. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next video.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me, tell me, tell me.